Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. In this video, I am going to show you some different ways to organize your ActiveCampaign account so that you can keep it clean and tidy and easy to understand as your business grows. The first thing that we are going to look at is keeping your contact fields organized. I'm going to show you how to do this from the list view. If you go into Manage Fields, this is where all of your contact default fields as well as some of your custom fields are displayed. What I like to do is create different field groups. You may use groups to track different products and services or different actions that your contacts are doing in the ActiveCampaign account. But you can create groups and then you can actually drag and drop fields to sit inside of those groups. And this way, when you are looking at your contacts, everything is much more orderly and easier to view. You can arrange things in the order that you want, expand and collapse different groups, and as you grow your business and you collect more information from your contacts, this helps it keep it nice and easy to read. The second thing that I want to show you to keep your ActiveCampaign account organized is the automation labels. So if I go over here to automations, you'll see that some of my automations have these little text things underneath of them, whether it says template, and then other ones are blank. So what I like to do is to create labels that group different automations together. So for example, if I click on this, I can create a new label and I can call it opt-in. And since that's an opt-in automation, I'm going to label it opt-in. I will also create label groups for things that are managing your engagement automations, all of my lead magnets, anything that's associated with a specific product or service. And this way, when you want to find certain automations, all you have to do is sort by the label, and any automation with that label will pop up. This makes it much easier once you get past 10 automations to be able to find what you're looking for. The next thing I'm going to talk about is organizing using deals. Now, deals is something that, sure, it can be used for sales tracking and monitoring, but you can also use deals to be able to see a high level of a workflow or process. For example, if you have a current promotion going out and you want to see how many people are at each stage of the promotion, whether they've only been invited, they've purchased, or they've actually started to consume the content of the promotion, you can create different stages in order to monitor that. And that makes it much easier to see where different contacts are in your workflows versus having to use, for example, the advanced search. The next thing that I'm going to show you is how to organize your tags. Tags can be a tricky one because generally when we're in projects, we start to work very quickly and we start creating tags and not necessarily thinking about the long-term game of how we're using our tags. So if you go into contacts and then manage tags, here's all of your different tags that you have associated with your account. I like to keep things really organized by being specific as to what a tag is for. So for example, I have appointment tags where it is someone is interested in an appointment with me, they've requested it, they've scheduled it. Same thing with email when we have an email confirmed or an email unconfirmed. This makes it, the way I've set this up with using email as the prefix and then the action or status in brackets, number one, it makes it really easy for me to find these tags because they're in alphabetical order. So we'll see all the email ones together, but it also makes it very easy to see what the action is. It's clear, it's concise, there's really no confusion there. Here's another example with indoctrination, using a tag that indicates when someone has completed versus just started. You can see I do have other tags in this example account. These ones are just tags that have been used for testing or various things. I really don't recommend using tags that don't have the prefix and the brackets, just because it does keep it cleaner and easier to use. Finally, let's talk about our lists, because lists are a place where ActiveCampaign accounts can get really crazy and confusing, and then you don't even know like what contacts are where and what they're doing. So as I said in many of my posts before, I recommend 3 primary lists. Your weekly blog and your other free updates. This is also your master lists. Customer-only communications for people who are paying customers of yours, and then special offers and promotion. Within each of these lists, you can create segments in ActiveCampaign that are based on your tags. So for example, if you want to be able to find any of your contacts that have opted into a special offer or a lead magnet, you would identify them within that list by tag. So we can create a segment that is based on a tag, that a tag exists like this. And then you save it. And now it's really easy for you to come to your lists, and I'll go back to the list. Come to your lists and then be able to view who are the different subgroups of that list. And just if it wasn't obvious, this is where tag organization really comes into play, because you want to be able to find people based on certain tags in certain lists. I hope this video is really helpful in understanding a few different ways that you can better organize your ActiveCampaign account. Feel free to reach out if you have any further questions.